10.
Express! 20. Express! Set. 180.
Out of the gun, Newton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carolina's offense, they worked their way back out there. And I wanted to discuss Christian McCaffrey with you. One thing that kind of went under the radar in their Week 2 loss, he had 14 receptions. They mentioned they want to use him in a variety of ways. Are they using him effectively?
They are in the passing game. You noted it, 14 catches for him, but 102 yards. So in space, absolutely dynamite. I think they need more from him in the running game, though. Only 37 yards on the ground. Cam Newton was still their leading rusher with 42. They need McCaffrey to be that lead guy and Cam to be more of an accessory in the running game.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, Newton. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And right with it here, over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Wright's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's right. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
From the red zone now, Newton. Complete to right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now he's flushed out right, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. From the gun, here's Newton. The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A CD switching gears for a second. After last year, 7 NFL head coaches were relieved of their duties. And in week 1 of this season, those 7 coaches went 0-7. They fared a little better, though, in week 2.
They certainly did. Finally got into the win column. 3 of those happened. 1 in Chicago, 1 in Tennessee, and 1 in Indianapolis. Finally getting off the schneid. The other guys trying to get it done in week 3.
Yeah, including John Gruden. Curious to see when he gets his first victory out west. This is Coleman with the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Ryan to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking deep, and it's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He finds Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. On 1st and 10, Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing is Newton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Again, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Newton throwing again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They go play action here on 1st down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Torrey Smith from 10 yards out, and the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Back onto the field come the Atlanta Falcons. We discussed what Matt Ryan did in week 2 earlier. How about the run game? Because you remember they've got Devontae Freeman out a couple of weeks with a knee injury, so it's been Tevin Coleman. He did good in week 2.
Yeah, he certainly did, and he wants his partner back. But at the same time, Haven't met a back yet that doesn't mind getting the football. And Tevin Coleman delivered a 100-yard afternoon against the Panthers. 107 yards, 16 carries. He doesn't mind being a workhorse until Devontae Freeman makes his way back to the field.
And then when he's back, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
There we go. 39. Fight. 21.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Ryan now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
20.
Throwing again, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On first down, Newton. Wright's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, it's Newton. And right with it here over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Newton. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the 50, Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitz, and look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Well, we got a second here after that incompletion. Let's have a little fun. I know you saw Ryan Fitzpatrick's get up in the post-game press conference after week 2.
And we're not talking about the beard this time.
No, well, that was part of the ensemble.
We're talking about the trappings, aren't we?
How about that outfit? Those were Deshaun Jackson's clothes, is that right?
That's my understanding. Clothes, jewelry, shades, the whole deal. He came out and paid homage to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Julius Peppers able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. On second down, here's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Third and long. It's Ryan. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Ryan will throw again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 27 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And the Panthers coming out now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now a first down throw for Newton. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that.
Touchdown, Carolina! Jarius Wright, 56 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded at the goal line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now Ryan on first down. Looking depth. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. That one goes for 36 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run here with Freeman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman from 8 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, the blow that hurts the most, the one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And here now come the Falcons. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. 11. Now Ryan on second down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 46 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. From the gun, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw again is Ryan. That is caught at the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan being chased at, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally,
and it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Ryan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Ryan wants to throw it. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Vernon Butler in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Duke Riley not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Complete to Wright. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game.
Tuesday.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Julius Peppers in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight.
20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Ryan. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over.